Good morning, traders. So this is your daily review for the Aussie, the South African top 40. And yet again, we have incorrect data. Okay. So yesterday we had a massive rally of almost 2%, and GT24 decides that it's a red pin bar. So yeah, we would have advised GT24, though trading costs are low, not the most reliable charting platform when it comes to the Aussie. So let's just get to the 4 hour straight away so we can just see exactly what went on. And you can see here, this dotted line, this line here is where GT24's got the close. Meanwhile, the close was pretty much up there. Okay, so if we look at the daily now, you'll see we had an open, so it would have been a little bit of a tail and a solid green body. Okay, which means one of two things. And looking at the diversions here, well, I suppose we can't really call this diversions because this will be taking it off where the close is. So we can't really use that at the moment. And we can't use that either. So anyway, what we're looking for here is this could be a sort of a daily exhaustion onto a level. And I just want to get to the weekly just to see, and you can see how strong this level is at the moment. So this level is immensely strong right now. So I'm almost inclined to believe that this is going to play out as a double top. Okay, so there's my first top, here's my second top, and what I'm looking for is a move to the downside. And yeah, and the only reason for that is because if I just come to the monthly, you can see not much of a, I mean, the real level on the monthly is there, which I suppose we're on, and this level here is the weekly. You see, here's the monthly level here, which is 49,633, and this is your weekly level, which is 54.45. Now, futures close out as this week, so anything is possible, but I suspect we're going to range in between these two levels until pretty much until Friday. Friday's going to be pretty slow because it's a public holiday on Thursday. So yeah, but I suppose the low volumes will encourage somebody to come in and drive this price somewhere along the line. Now, what I do want to do is just get my Fibonacci level in. We're at the 61.8 on this weekly move. So it's a retracement. It's a retracement to come and test these breakouts. We have got a twist in the alligator moving to the upside. But let's just have a quick look at the ichimoku. So we do have a bullish crossover on the weekly. Nothing else is bullish on the weekly. We are below the cloud. So I would expect some kind of a move back, even if it's just to come and test this breakout here. The daily, everything is positive at the moment. 4 hour, everything will be positive as well. We've had another breakthrough of the cloud. I'd like to see a retest of that cloud. And the hour would probably be more also fairly positive. Okay. So nothing really standing out there. So I would suggest again, so yesterday I said to you, play the open range breakout, or sorry, the closed range breakout, and that materialized pretty well. Sorry, third time lucky. Get the right level, there it is. So there was our last hour of trading. We gapped up, rallied, came back to test the level, and that was a pretty solid long entry. Okay, so long entry there, didn't quite close the gap, and you would have seen a lot of people would have been waiting for the gap close. Only problem with this is you would have had a 300 point stop loss, but I think that's pretty much a norm for the Aussie at the moment. Anything more than 300 is a bit risky, but 300 is the norm. So just adjust your strategy accordingly. Now, there are a couple of things at play here. So the first one is we have this wedge channel. So I can take it like that, or just take it to there, which becomes a channel. Okay, so my advice for today is pretty much the same as yesterday, although this is a very small closing range. That's kind of what I'd be looking at. And this gap is open. Just bear that in mind. And this gap here is also open. So we've got two daily gaps below that are open, and I don't think they're... Let's just put a line on that one. So we've got three daily gaps below that are open. Man, nothing. We do have one quite high up. But anyway, so I think this 50,000 level is probably going to be the one that we need to pay attention to today. So again, what I would be doing is I would trade the open range breakout, or the closing range breakout, sorry. And if we break below, look for an entry short with a stop above here. And it's going to be tough to figure out which way we're going to go. It may only just sort of meander slightly or just consolidate, because there's quite a bit happening internationally as well. And I'm just going to have a quick look at the futures markets right now. Nasdaq futures is flat. Nasdaq closed slightly up yesterday. S&P futures is flat. S&P closed up slightly yesterday. Dow closed slightly up, and futures is flat. 10 cents flat. Okay, and Rand dollar 14.40, so it's also flat. So I would expect a bit of consolidation, in actual fact. Maybe a little break below, and then come and test some of these half-hour levels here. So, and there's so many of them, so you have to just be careful. There's one that's quite prominent there. There's another one there. There's another one there. Another one there where we bounced off. And then the last one, which will be gap close, which is there. Okay, I've got quite a few levels to the downside, so don't expect fireworks. I think you're going to find either a continuation of this meander to the upside, and I don't know what level we're looking for to the upside, to be honest, because this area is very congested, as you can see, so fairly interesting to see what we're looking for. Okay, so my view today is really trade this closing range breakout. If it's to the upside, yeah, take it to the upside, but be very careful. I'd run a trailing stop or something, because you expect some more of this kind of price action. Okay, if we do break below this channel, or out this channel, then that'll give you a validation for a better short. But at this stage, we've got what are we on the 12 minute? We've got one signal bar here for a short. I'm looking for a second one. This pin bar, we could argue it is, but then we've got another pin bar on the other side, so that doesn't really look positive to me. We've got a range bar here, nothing else. So there's no signals at all for a short. Okay. So, yeah, I think objective would be to trade with the trend, wait for the pullback, and look for the long again. But we are at a very, very interesting level. So, me personally, I think I'm just going to keep my money in my pocket here. I don't see much here. I don't see much on the Dow, and I don't see much on the Dax. So, it's probably going to be a day of lying by the pool and just leave the market alone and come back and watch it tomorrow. Anyway, guys, that's my view for today. I hope that helps you somewhat. And whatever you do, keep those stops tight, and I'll catch you later. Cheers for now.